What's up, everybody? This is Doksimon here. You're welcome to yet another wonderful video. So today I'm inside Krokobite to show you this beautiful, magnificent, modern 4-bedroom townhouses in this mini, 24-hour secured gated community. Details about this property: it's a 24-hour gated community. You have solar system in all of the houses, so in case the general light power supply goes off, the solar comes back in automatically. You've got 24-hour security. You've got a communal swimming pool right here, and then you've got an electric fencing all around the fence wall, right? And all of the bedrooms are all en suite. You've got a terrace at the top, which actually gives you a magnificent view of the ocean as well as your surrounding environment. You can even do a party up there. It's a very beautiful thing, and you're just about few minutes drive or few minutes walk to the beach. I think about 4 to 5 minutes walk from here. You're just right there. You see yourself at the beach area. I think it's cool. You have a very beautiful, more like a beautiful mountain right there. So you actually surrounded by nature. Let me take you through the perimeter of the estate so we get to understand what this, development has got for us. So this staircase actually grants you access to the communal pool. Now let's take a walk around the communal pool, right? I'm going to be a little bit careful because I'm going with my back so I don't fall. Now this is more like your pool house. You've got your showers right there. You've got your WCs and all that right there. And then this is the pool area. I mean, standing from here alone, you get to appreciate the beauty of the facade of each and every of the unit. Now, this first one right here, okay, is fully finished. Okay, so we're going to show you how this one looks like, and we're also going to show you how the open house looks like, so you get to appreciate both of the structures. Now let's continue our tour to see the perimeter of the estate. Now this is the pool area, quite big. Okay, after having a conversation with the the caretaker or maybe the person in charge of the estate, I realized that the deepest part of the pool is about 7 feet. I'm so scared of water. I mean, I keep saying it. You can only watch it from afar. So 7 feet is quite, I think the farthest I can go in a pool is that end. I think that's about 2 feet. I mean, I love the fact that you've got assorted flowers just after the fence wall, and it gives you this beauty and all that. And I love this painting on the wall, right from that angle all the way to this angle. Is just beautiful. Is a painting of the ocean. This is technically what you get when you just walk to the beach area. I mean, they're just kind of like giving you a picture view of what happens right at the beach area, and then you're very close to the beach, and that's a thoughtful thing. That's beautiful, right? So this is the office, and then up there you've got more like an open terrace as well, where you can do your things, do your party, your boogie and all that. So that's what this space actually grants you. You have a very beautiful, communal pool. You have a beautiful place to have your kids play and all that. Yeah, I think it's nice. Right, so this is reserved. Not available in the market. What we have available is this three, right? So you have all this beautiful, greenery right here with, of course, flowers, planted at some, intervals and levels, which actually gives you this, beautiful feel. So you've got this driveway, okay, that can comfortably even house more than 10 cars, right? So now let's take you to the first property, which is fully furnished. So we get an idea of what we are actually looking at right here. Okay, let's go. So we're taking a walk into our first property. Whoa! So as soon as you enter into this, property, you realize that you've got more space. Of course, that explains why the price is a little bit higher than the other ones, right? Because it's a corner, property. You have more space. You have more like from all this way to that end. It's like an extra space, and you have a greenery right here, quite beautiful. I love the combination of the assorted flowers, which kind of like beautifies the entire space, and that's a very nice thing. Come, let me show you a beautiful fixture that adds beauty, extra beauty, of course, to the premises, right? I love the idea of this protruding, more like a 3D blocks that has been cladded on the wall at a very beautiful pattern with this paint, different painting, spanning all the way to the top. And that's something you know, I just needed to add because I love it. I love the whole, this is not like the traditional, houses we see out there. So I felt like just putting it out there. It's very beautiful. Okay, now let's take a walk. I think we have to pass this way so we get to understand how the back looks like. Now let's continue our tour. So the developer decided to put this, this spotlight to throw on the wall, so you get to understand or appreciate the beauty even at night, right? So if you want, you can actually convert here into your own pool because you have the space, you have the luxury of that space. So this is the backyard, okay? You've got ample space. Now right here, I think it's locked, right? Right here houses the batteries of the solar panel right at the top. Each and every property in this estate has got a solar panel, right? So this is the backyard area. This is an exit door that brings you out from the kitchen, of course. And then here you can pound your fufu. I'm a fan of fufu, right? So I can't, live in a house where I can't pound fufu. I don't like, I like the pounded ones. Okay, so right here you've got your outdoor unit of your air condition. Of course, you have a walkable space, not too big, quite sizable. All right, so that brings you back to the frontage of the premises, right? Okay, now taking a closer look at the facade, let's appreciate the facade a little bit before we can walk inside and see what this magnificent modern house has got for us. If you look at the facade of this property, you realize that you've got a protruding or maybe like a cantilever balcony at this level as well as that level with two different colors actually complementing itself. And right here you have an open garage concept that you can practically drive in your car and just get there, boom, and then straight to your living area. So the compound alone is big enough to accommodate about 4 to 5 cars, depending on how you park them. I know some people might not be a fan of parking a lot of cars, but of course you've got greeneries as well, okay, and you have ample space to park your cars, and that's a very thoughtful and a creative thing. Having greenery combining with car park space, and I think that's a lovely thing, right? Now, the surface of the wall has actually been cladded with graffiato finishes. Now, the advantages of having graffiato is that it actually prevents dampness, right? Now, I believe that the developer has built it in such a way that there's not going to be rising dampness. Of course, you consider that in the foundation stages. And as well, and in addition to that, he cladded it with graffiato, wall finish paint. Of course, actually to beautify it and also to prevent any further blistering and dampness and all that. And that is very thoughtful, and that's creativity at its best. Kudos, developer, if you're watching. Thumbs up. All right, so now you've got this gigantic door right here that actually leads you to the main living area. Okay, and then you've got a fixture of glass right here spanning from the ground level all the way to the top, but of course interjected at that particular point. Of course, it still continues. It gives you more light onto the staircase because that's where the staircase has been housed. Now let's get inside so we get to see what this house has got for us. Entering through this, wooden artistic door, okay, you are ushered into a foyer area that actually grants you access to the powder room as well as the staircase that leads you to the room on the first floor. Now, one beautiful thing that I really noticed is that the top of the landing of the staircase has actually been finished with a marble all the way to the top, of the second floor area. And one good thing about marble is that it lasts a very, very long time. And I'm pretty sure that the reason why they used marble for the landing of the staircase is because of the frequent use of the staircase, like to and fro, to and fro. So it doesn't actually defect or break in the course of enjoying your property and all those things. So that's a very pretty thing. That's an amazing thing actually. Now, stepping a little bit further from the door, this door actually grants you access to the powder room, which is the guest toilet. So continue our tour to the rest of the spaces. I mean, coming out from that door that actually grants you access to the powder room, you are ushered into another space that, of course, the developer decided to use it as a dining area. So what that actually does is that it actually gives a privacy to the living area. I mean, the main living area. So as soon as you walk through the main entrance door, you don't actually have access to the living area. You actually embrace with this area first before you get to see the living area. And that's a very thoughtful thing. That's kind of like creativity. And I like it. It's top notch. Yeah. So you're ushered to this area, of course, that he's used it for a dining. And then it's a very, cute space, about 18 meters square. Of course, that's nice. It also connects you to the open kitchen on my left hand side. And one beautiful thing that I like, and I think I should have to point that out, is that on this area, you've got your one of the bedrooms on the ground area. Of course, you can use this as a guest room or perhaps a room for the aged. Of course, they can't be climbing the staircase to the room to and fro and all that. So you can use it for either a guest room or for the aged, of course. And I love this idea right here. It actually houses the circuit breakers, and you can also use it for service enclosure and all that. And that's a thoughtful thing. And then I love the idea of this table right. I think there's a name for this thing, but I've actually forgotten. But for the sake of the video, let's actually continue. I think I will validate on the video, but there's a name that is called, this area is called, and I think I'll drop it in there. This door actually ushers you to this room. All right. So in this living area, you basically have 3 lane windows. Okay. You have 3 lane windows that actually throws more light into the premises. And you've got a double bay window, a sliding double bay window, of course, that actually grants you light into the premises as well. So the area or the space of this bedroom is technically about 15 meters square, or give and take 15, 16 meters square. And that's a very big space. And you realize that the developer decided to just house a TV here. So as you're lying on your bed, you get to enjoy the TV, right? So you've got your wardrobe, and this door right here grants you access to your washroom or your bathroom area. So continue our tour to the rest of the premises. I'm coming out of this first bedroom right there. So we bypass the dining space. Of course, we're now ushered into the kitchen area. So you basically have an open kitchen concept idea right here. You've got tons of base cabinets, okay, and you also have tons of top cabinet, more like a double top cabinet. It actually gives you this idea of having more space to store your thing. The space of this kitchen alone is technically about 13 meters square, which is quite sizable. So what the developer did is that he realized that their space is quite sizable, so he decided to create a storeroom right here to store all your foods and all that. Now, one of the beautiful things I like about this kitchen cabinet is that the combination of the stone-like surface finishes and the white surface, polished surface of the base cabinet, as well as this gray countertop, actually gives it this beautiful combination and color coordination, which actually brings out the beauty of the kitchen. And that's a very beautiful and thoughtful thing. I like the idea of using Whirlpool for all the kitchen appliances. I mean, these are quite expensive, of course. The heat extractor is Whirlpool, and then your oven and your microwave, of course, is Whirlpool. And right here, you've got a dishwasher actually inbuilt into the base cabinet. And that's a very thoughtful thing. So it's actually maximized the space that it has right here. Okay. You see right there. Very, very beautiful, you know. Nice. And then I love the kitchen sink as well as the kitchen, the kitchen faucet, of course. And you know, one of the reasons why I'm pretty much sure that he chose this is because of the nearness to the sea. This has a very, you know, beautiful surface finishes that hardly rust. And you definitely have to put that into consideration. And of course, this is not just an ordinary faucet. It has a very nice chrome finishes. Of course, it doesn't rust easily as well. So you know have more like a two-way water gushing out from this nozzle, and that's a very good thing that he decided to do this. So now let's continue. I think I have showed this, right? Have I? All right. So this houses your fridge. So you've got your fridge right there, and down here you've got your freezer. Nice. I mean, there's no other word to explain this than nice and beautiful. Okay, so you've got a top cabinet there as well. So you've got plenty of spaces right here to store in your kitchen things. Okay, you can sit here and sip your cup of coffee in the morning as you're getting ready for work. Now, this area, of course, ushers you to your, you know, your living area. It's quite cute, sizable. It's about 15, technically 15 meters square, right? You realize that he has done very cute furniture, and here you have your entertainment area. Very cute. I love the color, you know, white. That's a very beautiful thing. And then if you look here, you have this beautiful painting. And one thing that I love corner windows, right? Because it gives you this uninterrupted view of your corner. You can actually look all the way through without, you know, being interrupted. And that's a very thoughtful and a beautiful thing. And these windows technically brings in more light and more, you know, ventilation into the premises. For the fact that the sea is closed, of course, you just want an uninterrupted flow of air into your space, and that's exactly what he did. And that's a very beautiful thing. Just in case if you ask why he didn't put burglar proof on the window, it's a very secure 24-hour gated community, so of course there's no need to put burglar proof. Yeah, I mean, personally, if I stay here, I don't really have to be scared of, you know, security issues. Now, this door is more like an exit door that grants you access to the backyard area, right? You've got an ample space backyard. Here you can pound your fufu or prepare your locally made dish and all that. Very nice. Yeah, so continue our tour to the rest of the spaces. We are going to climb the staircase and land ourselves on the first floor. So we see what we have on the first level. Okay, so landing on the landing area of the first level, you are ushered into a mini foyer area that technically grants you access to all the three rooms on the first floor. So in this house, you've got one room downstairs, you've got three rooms on the first level, and then the last level is technically more like an open terrace where you can have some nice fun. Now, these two rooms on my left and right are the standard rooms, and up straight ahead where David is the master bedroom. But before we go into the master bedroom, let's take a look at one of the rooms here. Let's go. So entering this room, you realize that you've got a space of about 15 meters square. You have your bed right in the middle, in between the two lean windows. And that's a very good thing. So now the corner window also continues. Of course, he has it on the first level, first bedroom, and then you've got everything that there should be in a standard room. Now, this area grants you access to the washroom. All right, so let's continue our tour to the rest of the room. Wow, lovely. If you love this painting, just kindly drop something in the comments and let me know what you think about the painting. Now let's continue our tour to the rest of the room. So this is your other standard room. Of course, you have technically almost the same lane windows, okay? In addition to the room that we are coming out, this has been, kind of like upgraded with an inbuilt closet area that spans from floor to ceiling. And that actually gives you the luxury of housing all your personal effects and all that. Wow, that's a lot of space. Oh, nice. I mean, I love ideas of this tent right here, right? And then just beneath it, you have some nice drawers. The wardrobe has nice finishes. Okay, now on this end, ushers you into your bathroom area. Now, welcome to the primary bedroom. Now, the primary bedroom is technically a combination of other spaces, about 18 meter square, right? And then you've got this, glass door that actually opens up to the balcony, which is only accessible by the primary bedroom, of course, by the master of the house. Yeah. Now, on this area, we've got the closet is it inbuilt closets or closet area, right? It's walkable. You've got more space to store your personal effects. So he, she, and that is a combination of both. All right. So this area ushers you or grants you access to the master bedroom, master bathroom. So continue our tour. Let me show you the balcony that this door opens up to for you. All right. So there you have this balcony that gives you this beautiful view of your surrounding environment. I mean, just take a closer look at that mountain. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, you wake up in the morning and then you just come out here and you get to see this beautiful nature. You get to also overlook the compound. Of course, you have a nice, breathtaking look of view from here, right? Okay, so now let's continue our tour. And the last floor houses the, your open terrace and all that. You see that in a bit. Now let's continue. I just love this glass balustrade and silver railing at the top. So entering here, okay, you are ushered to the open terrace on the first level. It gives you this beautiful view right here. I think I love the ceiling. Let's try it on the light. Wow, nice. Whoa, of course you've got 3D lightning in there. Let me see if you change the color. All right. So this is what you have on the open terrace level. So here you have a set of, furniture. Of course, you can just sit here and have a meeting without being interrupted by the people in the room. In the house. Now, this door actually grants you access to the toilet, of course. And then this door right here also grants you access to the kitchenette, right? So that is what you get. I love this area because from here, you can just have this beautiful, breathtaking view of the ocean right here. And that is amazing. Just the view alone is just amazing. And then I love it. Whoa. I'm not a fan of water because I can't swim, but I just like seeing it from afar. And I think it's a nice thing. Wow. This house, this particular one, it's fully amazing. I love the furniture and everything. I think that explains why the price is that $300,000. Makes a lot of sense because the furniture in here, trust me, they are. Now let's continue our tour so I get to show you the open house so you get to appreciate what we have seen here and then what you can possibly do in the open house one. Now let's go.